Hey, good evening, YouTube. Hey, Rod Hardman here. It's been a long time since I made a video. Of course, right now I'm writing a book. Um, and as you know, there are many books about the Civil War out there. But this particular book is about the Civil War, but it's going to be naming a bunch of people that were involved in it that did not want to be mentioned, all right, and who profited by profiteering from the war. But anyway, that'll be coming out soon. But what I wanted to talk to you all about was yesterday I was in D.C. And a couple days before that I was in D.C. with my wife. And I happened to go by the Capitol. And, maybe a lot of people don't notice it or really pay it no mind. But I noticed something at the Capitol. And that is, I looked at the dome, and when I looked up at it, I couldn't believe what I saw. There is a statue on top of the Capitol up there. I don't know how many people know what that statue is, but it is not the statue of a founding father. It is not the statue of somebody that, liberated this country and made it free. But it is a statue of a Roman soldier. Now, I'm going to put something into all your heads, and I really, really want you to think about this. What does a Roman soldier represent? And anybody with common sense that can think outside the box will figure this out. Okay? But for those of you that are too blindsided and can't think outside the box, I'm going to tell you straight out what it represents. A Roman soldier represents rule, okay? Power and rule, all right? So in other words, Congress has put that on top of the Capitol to show that they are the rulers over the people. So in other words, we have no kings, we have no queens, but yet Congress is using this emblem showing that they are above you and me, all right? And that we bow to their will. Now, it's not like the time when Julius Caesar was alive. If you talked out against their empire back then, at that time, they would put you in the arena and you would have had to fight or die, whatever the case may be. No, today, if you talk out about the government and speak your mind, you could go to jail, no doubt. It depends on what you say regarding the government. But I stood up for my country. I did what my country asks me to do. I fought for my country. I love my country. But what I don't like is for somebody or an entity of our country to feel that they're above the American people. Now, our founding fathers, they would have looked at that statue up there on top of the Capitol dome. They probably would have been pretty upset. I mean, to think about it, we paid for this land in blood, all right? We paid for our freedoms. We paid to be free from rule as far as King George in England was concerned, all right? So our founding fathers went out there, they gave all that they have, all that they would ever have, in order for your rights to be free and your rights to prosper, all right? But yet, Congress puts that statue on top of the Capitol, showing that they are in charge, not we the people. Next time you're in D.C., take a look at that. Look at that statue up there. All right. And figure out what it represents. Because when you walk even into the Capitol, you see all these iconic emblems of Rome. Does Rome own the United States? I'm starting to wonder here now. I mean, granted, Rome could buy the United States 1,000 times over and it still wouldn't make a dent in the Roman pocket. All right, as far as the Vatican is concerned. And that brings out another story in another time. But, as far as the Vatican goes into this. But, like I said, next time you're in D.C., look at the Capitol, look at that statue up there, and think, are we the people really free? Or has this all been an illusion all this time? Okay. I said my piece on this matter. Rod Hardman, have a nice day, people. And be looking for my book. It'll soon be out. And when it comes out there next year, please let me know what you all think about it, okay? And it's called The Unfeathered Truth. All right. This is Rod Hardman. I'm out.